National Football League.
Visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad to have you join us. The punter, Braden Mann, will start this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by the 6'4" quarterback. Out of Notre Dame, it's Riley Leonard.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They go right back to Taylor. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Colts first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on 2nd and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
That's Pierce in motion. A run with Taylor. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Christian Benford brings him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first
Gain
down.
of 9 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 19.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Taken down at the 14.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he pitches it. And he's going to get about 4 down to the 10.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Now Leonard. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Big Ed Oliver in for the sack, and that's a baker's dozen. 13 for the year. Schrader's kick is good. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
Allen will give this to Davis. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bills first
More
down.
often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another
They'll
Bills.
pick up 23 on that one. First down,
at the
Buffalo.
36-yard line.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Colts have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand. down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the ground, it's Davis. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender...
It is brought in the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Pass is kicked is good, and the Bills move out to a 7-3 lead.
Colts 3.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. Left side, that is caught by Warren. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Leonard. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards, he just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Allen now on second down. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 32 yards. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on. Taken down after a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. To throw is Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Davis will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Bills extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Colts 3.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it is Leonard. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It's 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Leonard. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
To throw is Leonard. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll throw. It's Leonard. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Jake Bailey now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. They'll run. It's Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll go again with Davis. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Here's Leonard now throwing on first and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it's second and 1. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard. Third and 2. Here we go. In motion is Warren. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So now Shane Steichen will send out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Browns. And it's Quinshawn Judkins. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Browns find a way. They win it by a point. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the Vikings quarterback, a 17-yard touchdown pass. The Vikings come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is Omarion Hampton. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. The Chargers win their second straight as they get the victory here. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First down, it's Davis. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And the Bills, first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the ground once more, it's Davis. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Try the right side this time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, like, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. That's Pierce in motion. To the air on second down. Here's Leonard. Who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Leonard to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
It's a gain of 14.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Indianapolis.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
They'll try to run with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Give up the middle to Taylor. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
To the air is Leonard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
The Bills offense and their running back, Ray Davis, getting ready to roll. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
Down at the 23-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, a give to Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one.
A gain of 4. It's now second
Ball
and
on the
6.
39.
At the
Here's
39-yard
second
line.
and 6. On play action, Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
22 yards.
First down and 1 shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Now Davis. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Jaquan McMillan in on the stop.
At the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Giddens. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 6. In motion is Warren. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard. Here's third and 7.
And it's third down.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Riley Leonard sacked. A loss of 3 yards. Jake Bailey.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The Colts about set to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Allen will give this to Davis. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
A gain of 6. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25.
To throw is Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, a run with Davis. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a first and 10. Now Leonard. Quick throw here is complete. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
A run with Taylor. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
Taron Johnson brought him down.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The Colts about to kick this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the ground, this is Davis. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. This is Davis. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. They'll run. It's Davis. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a
On
yard.
3rd down, here's Davis. And that'll move the sticks. That's a 1st down. Down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Play action. It's Allen. Down the field. He's got the hookup to Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
26-yard line.
Here's Davis. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. This is caught for 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Davis is in. Touchdown, Bill. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try by Bass. He's got it. And the Bills extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
21. Colts 6.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. He's got the tight end, Mayer. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Leonard to throw here on 3rd and long.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he is going to have a Colts first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Leonard. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
To throw once more, here's Leonard. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 8 yards.
Throwing on 2nd down. Leonard. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Leonard. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to be 4th down. Leonard going to throw for it. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. First down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, here is Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Contact up front. If they get one of the defenders to jump. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Leonard to throw. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Leonard. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To the air once more. Leonard. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Fumble on the play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air is Leonard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Leonard. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Play action. Here is Leonard. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Run here with Davis. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans, we have to battle the roadways. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.